York, go. Say go, New York, go, New York, go. Say go, New York, go, new team, it's the same dream. New Knicks City units, boy, they stay clean. I just caught mine off of fanatics in the garden with my hands in the air, we back at it.
What's going on, everybody? You see it. We are back, baby. We in the building. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to those who just tuning in. Guess what? I am holding it down for Doski today, but that is okay, guys, because you know what? We are still going to have a really good show. We're going to talk that Nick talk like we usually talk. So don't you worry about it, guys. We are here. And I want to shout out my guy, John, because he is currently, there for the family. He's actually at the hospital right now. But don't worry, guys. Everything is okay. Just a little procedure. But things are good. And, John is there in support of and showing love to his familia, which is what he needs to do and what he needs to be doing. Anyway, shout out to him. We will be good to go next time around. Appreciate my brother. And fast and speedy recovery. Should I say speedy recovery to his loved ones? All right. Now that being said, let's get cracking right out the gate. No need to hesitate. Shout out to the chat, baby. I see y'all in here. Andios is in the building. What's going on, Andios? NYK in the building. The star of Instagram. I'm telling you, my guy is continuously putting out fire content on Instagram. Please support my guy, Andios, if you haven't already done so. And you know what? And because I dropped the ball, I don't know where I was in my life or in my mind, but somehow I forgot or missed, not forgot, but I missed that it was Andios' birthday 2 days ago. So if y'all know who Andios is, show him some love. Wish him happy birthday in the chat, y'all. It was 2 days ago, and somehow, I don't know, I lost it. It wasn't on my radar. I didn't even see a message. But anyway, shout out to you, Andios. I hope your birthday was great, my brother. I appreciate you. Enjoy everything that comes, this year. I'm sure it's going to be a good one for you, bro. For real. So let's see. We got L Damn It in the building. What up, L? Pew pew. Appreciate you. She said, let's go share the live and share the love. Pew pew. There you go. Hopefully everybody's doing well on your end. And she is also a SKF Army member. So please, you know what I mean? You should consider it, guys. All you got to do is hit that join button on your laptop or your computer. It's a little different to find on the mobile phone, but it's still there. You can still join and become a member. Shout out to my guy 713 Gamer in the building. He said, what up, L? Shout out to you. He said, SKF fan, appreciate you. He's also another member of the SKF Army. Appreciate you, my brother. Fligga D, what up? Hey. Cardiac Knicks is in the building. Salute, my brother. I appreciate you. Said salute, Ron. Salute my diehards in the chat. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. 713 Gamer. My guy's auditioning for the part. He said, yo, I'm gonna be your next co-host to sub for John. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. The Objective Knicks fan is in the building. Salute, family. He says, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. I did not catch your show. I don't know if you had a show earlier today. I know sometimes you do Mondays. I didn't catch it as of yet, but if you did, replay gang. You know how I do. I always try to show love and support, and plus I don't want to miss out on the content. Shout out to my guy Jeremy Nussbaum in the building. Salute, Jeremy. Appreciate you, bro. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. No doubt, Andios. Always a pleasure, bro. Always. David Smith is in the building. Another member of the SKF Army. Salute, David. Hope you're doing well, bro. Good to see you. Sherwin is in the building. What's going on, Sherwin? Good to see you. We also got Drip Moore in the building, the preferred barber of Still Knicks fans and the Knicks community. Let's go. What up, Drip Moore? Appreciate you, bro. Allah Wise is in the building. What up, Allah? Hope you're doing good. Oh, okay. I hear you. Yeah, that was me last week. So I understand how that works, man. Sometimes you got to, you know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do. I hear you, bro. I'll definitely stay tuned for the next one. And I think you probably have a show on Wednesdays too. So I'll stay tuned for that one. Listen to Elle. She says, smash that like button and enjoy the show. Facts. Yeah, guys, please smash that like button if you haven't already done so on your way in. We always say, tell a friend, tells a friend, and tells another friend. Show them that Still Knicks fans is here and something they should tune into to get some good content. At least I believe it's good content. That's what it looks like. In case you're not familiar with the like button, please smash that like button. Show your love. Also, shout out to my guy. The Sporting Page is in the building. He says the Sporting Page has entered and wish all an excellent evening. Appreciate you, Sporting Page. Good to see you. D-Block in the building. What up, D-Block? Appreciate you, bro. Says salute everyone in the community. My brother Ron. Yes, sir. And David says, still no word on Towns or Durant or Nurkic to the Knicks. A Knicks fan can dream, though. Yeah, man. Shout out to my guy King Ribby in the building. What up, King Ribby? Appreciate you. Hope you're doing good. Excuse me as I sip this hot tea. Man, the tea tasted good, but it tastes better in this Still Knicks fans mug. Get you one. SKF merch. It's out there, people. All right. Hey, my guy Randu in the building. What up, Randu? Appreciate you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right. Okay, let me just get it cracking. Right out the gate, I want to talk about this because if you guys know me already, you know how I feel about this dude. I do not like to talk about him. He's a waste of my vocal cords, but because I'm talking about him for a reason, because there's a lot of Knicks fans that, you know what I mean? Like, no matter what, across all odds, y'all still, you'll still want to rock with certain people. So, hey, it is what it is. But I figured we talk about it right now, right? The question is, do fans still want Kevin Durant on the Knicks? Huh? How y'all feel? What say you? What y'all thinking about Kevin Durant? Y'all still want him on the Knicks? Because I know there's some fans out there that, they just they want to win. They know Kevin Durant is a very talented player, one of the best in the league, and they think he gives us the best chance of winning. So they definitely would want him on the team, just like a LeBron James or any other superstar caliber player that exists that is obtainable. So I wonder how y'all feel about Mr. Kevin Durant still in your Knick eyes of being one of the guys you root for on this team, wearing the orange and blue. And shout out to everyone tuned in. Appreciate all you guys across all platforms, Facebook, X, or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and YouTube. Appreciate you guys. Like we said earlier, please smash that like button. And if not, if you're on Twitter or X, share the live with your peoples, man. Let them know we here rocking. Okay. Just Knicks in the building. Salute. What's good? Appreciate you. Good to see you. And Fallback Haters is in the building. Okay. Nice name. Salute to you. David Smith says, no way I want Durant. He is not a tough player, mentally weak. Okay. Kevin Durant quit on the Nets. Okay. Andio says, KD to the Knicks. Nah, not anymore. Okay. I got you. So, the reason why I ask is, if you guys know another thing that took place. I mean, we talked about Fan Fest, and the event itself, the 3-day event, and all the festivities and stuff, and all the people that were going to be there. We went over that on an episode of Know the Ledge on Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago. But another thing came out of that event, in regards to Kevin Durant. So apparently, it turns out that Kevin Durant admitted to owning a Patrick Ewing jersey, right? So, okay, before I get there, let me say this other stuff first. Let me tell you, because it's a refresher course, all right? It's a refresher course because some people forget. The reason Ron doesn't like Kevin Durant is because he is sketchy. Bottom line, he's just sketchy. You know what I mean? He has a certain way he moves, and it's just sketch. Right? So I don't like him for these reasons. First reason, I didn't really like the fact that he left OKC after losing to, the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. And then decided to join them the next year. If you can't beat them, join them. Nobody really believes in that, but apparently he does. So I didn't really like that. And I know a lot of people didn't like the fact that he played a team. They're a young team. OKC was so young at that time with guys not even in their primes yet and a bunch of good players. And he decided to jump ship and leave and join the Warriors. Of course, he did win a championship with them. Shout out to him. He's a great player. But it was sketchy. All right. That was the first sketch moment, right? Then the next sketch moment, I believe, was, I don't know the order, but either or, it doesn't matter. The next sketch moment for me was the Brooklyn Nets thing when Kyrie and Durant joined the Nets, because we knew that Dolan had a plan, right? And they thought that Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving might be joining the Knicks. In fact, really, a lot of people who were in the mix of this, it was all about wooing Kyrie Irving, because at the time Kevin Durant wanted to play with Kyrie Irving, so he basically said, wherever Kyrie goes, I'm going to go with him, right? So the Knicks did their due diligence to try to woo Kyrie. Apparently Kyrie didn't really strongly consider the Knicks. Apparently he was always really considering the Brooklyn Nets. Right now, the flip side of that too is, if Kevin Durant has been somebody that's been on the New York Knicks radar for years, way before this whole Kyrie KD link up. And it was always that thing. He always kind of flirted with the Knicks. Oh yeah, whatever. I love New York or whatever. New York's a nice place. All that stuff. Right? But then when this whole thing went down, because at that time Kyrie was wearing like New York stuff and really hamming it up, like, oh yeah, definitely, I wouldn't have a problem. I consider all places like New York as a great place to play. He was serious about that. He just wasn't serious about the Knicks, right? So you remember all that stuff, and then you had the Stephen A. Smith stuff. Stephen A. Smith said, he has it from an inside source that Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are 96 to 97% sure to join the Knicks. 96 or 97%. I don't remember which one it was, but even if it was 96%. Okay. In the end, guess what happens? Both of them go to Brooklyn. And what does KD say when they asked him about the New York Knicks? I never said I was going to the New York Knicks. In fact, I never even thought about the New York Knicks. Okay, KD. Okay. So that was number 2. And that was enough for me just to not to like the dude. I already thought he was sketch. And he just basically used the New York Knicks to kind of drive up his value. Then we find out about his burner accounts on X, or at that time it was Twitter. His burner accounts on Twitter, where he would use some fake account and just go talk a whole bunch of trash about whoever in the league. Right? So I'm like, this dude can't beat him. He joins him. He lies about his interest in the Knicks, or he tries to use them to up his value, and then says he never considered them. Then he uses a burn account to talk trash about other things in the league and other players in the league. I mean, come on, man. I don't need to hear nothing else. This he's a cornball. He's always been, he always will be. But no matter how corny of a dude he is, every year when it comes to the Knicks, people want him on this team. Now, flash forward to the Fanatics Fest or whatever. So he says he had a rare Patrick Ewing jersey, right? Let's see, what does he say here? So I had a Patrick Ewing jersey. These are his words. And you know, when he said that, the people in the crowd started cheering because, you know, this event took place in New York. Then they quickly turned it to boos when he continued and said, "That's crazy because I ended up growing up hating the Knicks. Playing for Brooklyn, end up hating the Knicks." And if you guys remember, at the time when he was with Brooklyn and all that stuff, one of the reasons he said is like he referred to the Knicks as the opposite of the cool thing. It wasn't cool to be a Knick at that time. So I'm just asking you, Knick fans, okay? All of you Knick fans out there that have always said you want LeBron, you want KD. Do you still want KD? Like, what more does KD have to say before you get that he didn't want to be a Knick and doesn't like the Knicks and doesn't ever want to be a Knick? Like, what more does he have to do? Burn a jersey? Like, what do you need him to do? That's my curiosity. This is for those fans out there that no matter what happens, still want KD on the Knicks. I just want y'all to think about it. Because, I mean, listen, you wouldn't want to, like, in a relationship, you wouldn't want to get with somebody if you heard, yeah, that person said, yeah, I don't really like that person, but, you know, it's cool. You know, I ain't got nothing else going on. I might as well get with them. Would you want to be with a person when you found that out? No, right? So why should it be any different for your basketball team? Just saying, guys. I'm just saying. One day I hope we just get over this stuff. At some point, it's got to be about forget these other players and these other star players that you think you need to get over the hump and win a championship. It's all about what this Knick brand is about. The New York Knicks building the way they build and watch the other players want to be with the Knicks. You know what I mean? We should never be asking for a KD or a LeBron. KD and LeBron should be reaching out to James Dolan, reaching out to MSG people. Hey, Worldwide West, I'm gonna be in New York in a couple months. I would love to talk. We should be hearing about those stories. It should never be about us pursuing a guy like KD or LeBron. They've already spurned us too many times. LeBron spurned us in our own backyard. You know what I mean? In Connecticut. Told us he was taking his talents to South Beach. It is what it is, man. At some point, we just got to move on as fans. Just because these guys have had success doesn't mean the only way to have success in this league is to have one of those guys on your team. Because last time I checked, they don't win every championship. I mean, last year is an example. Boston won with neither one of those guys. So, all right, that's my little rant about Kevin Durant because I can't. I'm sick of this dude. I can't do it. Anyway, shout out to y'all, man. Mets Knicks fans, let's go is in the building. Salute to you. Says we one good big man away from putting our odds to be the best or being the best. I hear you. JJ's in the building. What up, JJ? Salute. He says, salute, Ron. What up? KD don't fit the Knicks' gritty, tough-minded culture. He's mentally fragile and weak. Couldn't agree with you more. 100%. 100%. I never seen a leader that's a follower. What type of leader is he? I don't know. I mean, I am not taking nothing away from the dude's talent. He's a beast. But mentally, and the way he moves, the way he carries himself, we could do better. We could definitely do better. We all right. I'd rather struggle. If you told me today, hey, Ron, these are your choices. Your Knicks team for the next 3 years can make the NBA Finals each 3 years. Now, they have a chance to win it, but there's no guarantee. Or you get 1 year and KD's on the Knicks, and next year you will win the championship. Guess what, guys? I'm sorry to say it. I'd rather take the 3 years of the NBA Finals, struggling to see if we can make get that over that hump and get the championship on our own, rather than take the guaranteed 1 year with KD for the championship. That's how much I dislike that guy. That's how much I dislike him. I don't want him nowhere near my New York Knicks. Nowhere near. Guys like him should not be rewarded. They shouldn't have an opportunity to win a championship every year. Not in my book. But a really good player, though. Fantastic. Shout out to Kareem Grant in the building. Salute. What's good, Kareem? What up, twin? He said, good evening to the chat, everyone. And Ron, shout out to John, too. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, KD bails as soon as things aren't perfect. Yeah, it's facts. Old head in the building. Salute. What's going on, old head? Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, that was yeah, that was a Bush League move right there. That was wild. David Smith says, I think Durant quit OKC because he realized Westbrook not a winning player and did not trust him in the playoffs. I don't know. That's tough, David, because Westbrook wasn't even in his prime when all this stuff happened. We're talking about a couple years in the league, if that. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think the bottom line is Durant saw that they were in a situation where they had young players and they were going to need to get paid, because they didn't just have regular players. They had Durant, they had Harden, they had Westbrook, they had well, I always forget the dude's name, the power forward, the center guy. Man, anyway, they had him too, and he was going to get paid as well. They had a nice young, and they had the backup point guard who's with Philadelphia this year. Oh, I'm going to get it. You will not stop me from getting it. Philadelphia 76ers roster. They also had Reggie Jackson. Yes, they also had Reggie Jackson. They had a lot of guys over there. That team was stacked for a young team, really good. And so them guys were going to have to get paid, and they were going to break as far as a team like OKC in a small market, that was going to break their pockets. So I could understand that KD felt like, I don't know if I could stay here. I think it's kind of whack, but I could understand. And plus, maybe he just didn't want to be in OKC. Maybe he was like, yeah, I want my NBA career to continue, and I want to make a team my own, but I don't want to do it at Oklahoma. Maybe that was the case. Either way, don't join the Warriors. Don't go out there, play hard, lose to the Warriors, and then join the Warriors the next year? Steph Curry and Klay Thompson's team with Draymond Green? What are we doing? You leave your own team where you were the star player and you go join another team with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson? Nah, that was crazy. I'm done. Shout out to the Woogieack in the bit. What up, Woogie? He said, on my way to bed, had to stop by and smash that like button. Have a great show, brother. I appreciate you, bro. Have a good night, man. Q Burrow, mad thorough in the building. What up, Q Burrow, brother? He said, salute to Ron and SKF family. Appreciate you, bro. Good to see you. Yeah, Cardiac Nick says, why are we talking about freaking KD? Because too many Knicks fans still have KD on the brain. And KD was just in the news talking about the Knicks once again, and it's never positive. It's always negative. This is more of like a wake up call. This is like my intervention. I'm just trying to, talk to the Knicks fan out there. Yeah, I'm talking to you who wanted KD on the team. I'm trying to tell you, he is not the guy. He's not the one. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to say it. You know what I mean? Let me see. Kid Funkadelic 77 in the building. That's a cool name. He said the question is, what do we give up to get Durant? I like our squad as is, and we are solid at every position. We would have a balanced attack. It would be a nightmare game plan. I agree. You would have to give up too much to get him, and then when you get him, you would regret the decision to get him because you realize he's not what you think he is. Can he score with the best of them? Yes. Is he a go-to bucket getter when you need a big shot? Yeah. But when things aren't going well, will he fall apart at the seams like he usually does? Will he want to get the hell out of Dodge like he usually does? Yes. Will he talk stuff about his teammates with his burner account? Maybe. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just saying. Q Burrow said, I'd rather talk about stocks and bonds than this clown. I hear you, bro. I'm with you. Louisiana Knicks in the building. Salute, my brother. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Kid Funkadelic 77 said, we have a good big man. We have Mitch, Rob, and Jericho will all make strides. I hope so. I agree. I think they can, but we got to see it. It's got to play out. And, like I said, the Knicks are going to, I said this on Saturday, the Knicks are going to weigh their options and see what they got. And they're going to give guys a chance to shine. And if they can't shine, they're going to make a move. They're going to make a move. There is no way in my mind that I think that the Knicks are going to stay with this scenario of who they got at center all season if these guys don't ball out. Like if they don't step up, if Huck Porty don't look good, if Jericho Sims don't make strides, the Knicks is no way in my mind that I think they're going to just stay with this team the whole year. They are going to try to get themselves another center. But time will tell. Sherwin says LeBron was looking for a house. We signed Stats and he changed his mind. He wanted Bosch. Yeah, I mean, listen, that could have been it. That definitely could have added to why he chose to leave. Some appreciate you for bringing that up, Sherwin, because someone else did bring that up a while ago too, that the signing of Stat messed up LeBron coming to the Knicks. You might be right. I mean, if that's the case, then the Knicks have nobody to blame but themselves. But I'm not going to see with LeBron. I don't dislike LeBron as much as I dislike KD. And LeBron has redeemed himself in a way only because of the fact that he doesn't dislike the Knicks. He chose not to come here a couple different times, but he considered us. And I believe him when I think he considered us because he's a big market type of dude. He did play in Cleveland, but LA, Knicks, big market stuff. That's his bag. It didn't work out, and I hate the fact that he always has to bring us up every few years, but it is what it is. Pierre Moise in the building. What up, Pierre? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. Hope you're doing well. He said he gets too high now. I'm good. Yeah, different strokes for different folks. He's out there in the streets. I hear you, brother. Thank you, Sherwin. Thank you, King Ribby. Serge Ibaka. Once again, guys, just think about that, guys. Could you imagine in the first, I don't even know how many years it was. It's the first 2 to 3 years. Do you imagine having an NBA team with Westbrook, Harden, Durant, Ibaka? You know what I mean? Freaking Reggie Jackson. That team, young guys at that. Not even. They didn't even have go-to moves yet. That's how young they were. That was a beast. That was a beast of a team, and they broke that up super early. So that kind of stinks. Dwayne Dennis is in the building. Salute, Dwayne. Good to see you. Appreciate you. He said all of them are fools. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Anthony Davis. It's just a bad era. Too much prima donna crap. Maybe true. That may be true. I don't know. Did they have Steven Adams at that time? I don't know. But if they did, that's crazy. I just don't remember. I mean, now, mind you, even if they did have Steven Adams at that time, he wasn't the Steven Adams that he turned into. He became a beast later. He wasn't that good then. Later, he turned into a beast. His offensive rebounding, you guys know he was number one in the league for many years. And he's a pretty solid scorer down low in the paint area. And, also a bruiser, So, yeah. No, I hear you, old head. Nah, I don't either. I would, yeah. If the choice is between those two, I get it. I hear you on that. Yes, Andios says, make sure you hit that like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the show. Appreciate you, Andios. Thank you, brother. Yep. 713 Gamer says he smashed the F out of it. Appreciate you, bro. Prezi the boss in the building. Says Sims will have a douche year. Salute to the guy, Ron. Appreciate you, my brother. I'm glad you're here. Good to see you. He says salute to the chat. Hulk, smash that like button. Yes. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. David Smith said, waiting until trade deadline to get a center sounds like a great idea, but trade deadlines are very risky because asking price then tends to be much higher. Plus, teams always seem to charge the Knicks more. Yeah, but you know what? At this moment, David Smith, I think the whole thing is the Knicks get charged with the Knicks tax no matter when. You already heard what freaking Danny Ainge wanted for Walker Kessler, and he knows the Knicks were like the destination that most wanted a guy of his status. So, you know what I mean? Like, it don't matter what time of the year is, the Knicks are always going to get hit with the Knicks tax. You're right, but for whatever reason, the Knicks get it no matter when, no matter where, no matter how or why. Always. It's the same thing. Almighty Finesse is in the building. Salute. Was good. Appreciate you. Oh, wow. So, yeah, okay. All right. So, Steven Adams was there. But, yeah, like I said, at that point, Steven Adams was not the Steven Adams he grew into be. But that's still just, could you imagine that? Imagine the team drafting. Imagine the scouting. Look at all these guys they had on that team. Crazy, man. Crazy. Randu says KD can go kick rocks. Facts. Yeah, remember him? That's right, Almighty Finesse. Can't forget Thabo Cephalosha, a good shooter and defender off the bench. That's right. You guys are good, man. That's why this chat is undefeated. Y'all are good. He was better when he was young. I don't know about that, Sherwin. Let's not forget. 2 years ago, he led the league in offensive rebounds. You know what I mean? Yeah, beardless Steven Adams. Then he went all Aquaman. Facts. Yeah, he was a rookie. Okay. He said they had Steven Adams for 7 years, 2013 to 2020. Okay, I believe you. All right. Yeah. Nah, man. Appreciate you, Pierre. The replay gang is in full effect. Thank you for always supporting. So, I think someone did bring up Jericho Sims, right? And I believe Jericho Sims changed his number. I don't know what this means. I believe he was 45, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can correct me. To number 20. Well, how come that I've already changed it yet? It still shows up that way. Man, get it together, StreamYard. Anyway, so Jericho Sims changed his jersey number from 45 to number 20. I believe it's 45, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check that. Jericho jersey number. Yep, from 45 to 20. I was correct. So yeah. What does it all mean, guys? What do you guys think it means? I think he is trying to not only change the narrative about his game and also help his psyche. I think he's trying to make a statement to everybody out there who questions his game and what he can do out there on the basketball court, guys. Because he used to wear number 20 in high school, right? Wearing number 45 in the NBA, what we have noticed about Jericho Sims, not the number matters, is that he is a player with limited skill set offensively, not always in the right place at the right time. He is a solid rebounder when he wants to be. Defensively, he moves his feet pretty well. He's a decent defender. However, he is not a good shot blocker. His timing is just not there, right? But that doesn't mean anything about his ability. Can't question his ability. He's got a pretty good motor. He can jump out the gym. You know, we know that. So it's always just what's holding him back. He's got good feet. We've seen him do a couple moves a couple years back out the summer league. He did a couple moves that we were like, okay, Jericho, right? But he decided to move to number 20. You guys might be saying, why did he move to number 20? Well, apparently, like I said, he wore number 20 in high school when he played for Cristo Rey Jesuits. And at that time, guys, he was that school's all-time leading scorer, right? Jericho Sims, guys. So what I'm thinking is Jericho's trying to tell you guys that he's working on his offensive game. We've seen the videos. We've seen the different clips. He is trying to come out and put some points on the board and be a better looking player. And he's trying to tell everybody that that's what he's going to do. That's who he is. And maybe it's also, like I said, a little bit for his own psyche. He wants to get back to what he was when he was younger, before he got a lot bigger, stronger, and more athletic and became a little bit more one-dimensional offensively. And he's obviously picked Allen Houston's number. And no old head, oddly enough, Allen Houston. Well, I mean, it's weird because like certain numbers shouldn't just be retired, but you just don't think that someone will wear it. You know what I mean? Like internally, you would hope that people just didn't wear Allen Houston's number, even if it's not retired. But yeah, no, people love to put on Allen Houston's number. And usually the people who put on Allen Houston's number don't play that well. So, oh man, it's crazy. Let me see if there's if I have that, because I think it's interesting. Let me see. No, it doesn't. It doesn't say it here, but I saw something earlier that said it. The different people who actually wore number 20, and apparently they all struggled, and really didn't have good careers. Let me see if I have it here. 1 second, guys. Just double checking real quick because I think I wanted to tell y'all so y'all saw it too. Maybe it's interesting to y'all. Okay, here we go. I think I do have it. Yes. So these These are the players that wore number 20 for the Knicks. Notably that we can say. I mean, first off, Allen Houston, obviously, and Michael Ray Richardson. I mean, he probably would have been the best to wear that number, but we know the tragic story of his NBA career with the you know, substance abuse. But he was an incredible dude. I think he holds the New York Knicks record for triple doubles as well. I mean, he was a baller, man. If y'all never heard of Michael Ray Richardson out there, go Google his name and find out some Knicks trivia about a guy who was a bucket and could do everything on the court. Like I said, triple double magnet. But life didn't necessarily work out as intended for the young man at the time. He's an older man now, or I mean, I don't even know if he still is on this earth, to be honest. I can't remember. So I apologize to anyone who knows him or his family if they ever watch Still Knicks Fans. No slight. So, but most recently, people like Mike Bibby wore number 20, Jared Jeffries number 20, Ronaldo Balkman, Ronaldo Panties is what I used to call him with the damn shorts he still. Oh, come on, man. And Dylan Windler was the last person to wear number 20. The disrespect is real, y'all. Dylan Windler. What can you say? What can you say? I don't know what to say about that, guys. That number 20, I'm just surprised the Knicks even give that number out. They should just say, listen, it's not retired, but, pick another number, Chief. But whatever. It is what it is. Thank you, Prezi. Prezi put it out there, too. Yep. Dylan Windler was the last one to wear it. He did wear number 20 at Texas. Okay. Yep. That's correct. Coach Malpica in the building. What up, Coach? Salute to you. Hope you're doing well. He says, salute, fam. Still Knicks. What's up, brother? Good to see you, bro. Okay. So Sherwin says, no, he went back to his old number. He couldn't get number 20 when he came to the Knicks. I hear that. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Dwayne Dennis says, turning over a new leaf, rebranding this season. Hopefully it translates to a new beginning and a great season. I agree. Listen, whatever Jericho needs to do to get Jericho where he wants to go, I'm with it. All right. And as Knicks fans, we should all be happy for Jericho. Keep putting in that work, young fella. Keep doing what you want to change your number. Go ahead. Change number 3. Number 3 probably, you know what I mean? But if you want to be John Starks, be John Starks. I don't care. But you know what I mean? It's just all about whatever works. Whatever works. I'm cool with that. Listen, you might be right, Cardiac Knicks. You never know, bro. But if he balls out, what we're going to do? He said Sims will be in Washington by December in the Valanciunas trade. You know, could be right. Yep, sporting page, Michael Ray Richardson wore it. Yes, he did. Yeah, that's the thing, Coach. I agree. He said loved Allen Houston, but not sure he did enough to have it retired. I agree. That's the whole thing about it. I just think like it should be one of them hush hush things. Like, yo, number 20, nah, don't get that one. How about 29? What you feel about 29, Playboy? Leave that number 20 on the shelf, man. Allen Houston is still with the organization. You know what I mean? He's still in management. Jeez, no respect, no love. Come on, man. Dolan should have just sent the memo. Listen, number 20, nah. Nick say on that one. It's nope. But it is what it is. Oh, okay. All right. My bad. I always thought Michael Ray Richardson was first. I guess that was the trivia question because I saw it as a trivia question. It's what made me think about it. So Sporting Page says Michael Ray Richardson is second in triple doubles in Knicks history with 18. Walt Frazier is first with 23. Appreciate you, Sporting Page. Because I did see it was a trivia question one night while I was watching the Knicks game, but I couldn't remember if he was first or second. So appreciate that. And he is alive and well. Okay, that's great. That's fantastic news. I'm glad to hear it. All right, cool. Kerry Cox in the building. What up, Kerry? Appreciate you, my brother. Salute. Good to see you. And this is another reason why this chat is fire, because y'all, not only do y'all come with the information to help me out when I may not know something or I forget something, but you guys are always active. You know what I mean? You're the engine that churns the butter. You know what I mean? You help the show keep going, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Look at that. All right, that's dope. That's fire. All right, cool. Look at that. He actually, Sporting Page said he had as a trivia question on his show a couple days ago. That's dope. Yeah. Okay. Sherwin says Sugar Ray and Bernard King, the two favorite Knicks of all time. Well, they were both, I mean, really good players. Really good players. And we know Bernard King was a walking bucket. Okay. Okay. Kerry says the number will make Jericho play much better. He already feels it, the aura around it. I like it. I like it. Listen, if nothing else, maybe he shoots a little better. That's all that matters. If he can shoot a little better, we can rock with that. Craig is in the building. Shout out to Craig. What's good? He said, Knicks fans, don't forget he had Frank, DSJ, and Kevin Knox on our roster. You have to walk before you can run. NBA Finals, here we come. I like it. I like the positive vibes. I'm with it. Yeah, so that's cool. I'm definitely with that, guys. I hope for the best for these young guys, man, because the worst thing is to have guys on the team and young guys at that we've invested time into and not see any of them really blossom like on our team. You know what I mean? Because these guys are gonna blossom. They just may not do it here. They may do it somewhere else. Like I've said it before, Obi Toppin is not a bad basketball player. He just needs to learn how to fit in the NBA. It's about confidence and working on your game and dealing with your limitations. For Obi, it was finding a go-to move, being more versatile, getting to the rim and stuff, doing different things to get to the rim, maybe working on a little turnaround game or something to kind of help open him up, because he can shoot the three. We know he can dunk. It's that in-between game that's missing for Obi, right? And working on his handles and being aggressive with the dunk too. I always say he needs to be a little bit more aggressive, but he did it against the Knicks in the playoffs, of course. But you get my point, right? And the same thing with RJ. Like RJ can still be a very solid basketball player in this league. Maybe never a number one, but a number two is not something I necessarily see him as either, but that doesn't mean he can't be a number two. You know what I mean? RJ could, really work on his game and get some go-to moves and be a solid number two for Toronto. You never know. You just never know. But he's got to remain consistent. He's very inconsistent. And then the same thing with Quickly. Quickly just needs a little burst of confidence because he had it and somehow he kind of lost it and became very inconsistent on his own right. But if he could if Quickly remains consistent, he can be a really dynamic player for Toronto. So these Knicks players, like I said, you just want to see if they can develop and blossom and have great NBA careers, even if it's not with the Knicks. Sometimes that's the way it is. Can't really do nothing about it. You just got to deal with it. Which brings me to a player who is developed and is someone we're going to be counting on and depending on in this year's season. Why does it do that? It's like I just hit it. I already changed it. Yeah, it still shows the old thing. Weird. Mikal Bridges is addicted to the gym. Addicted, y'all. Is that not like one of the best things to ever hear about a basketball player? You telling me I just traded 6 first-round picks for this dude, and what do I find out? He's addicted to the gym. Where's the negative in that? That's what I want to hear, right? You want to hear something like that. I got a guy who stays in the gym, who wants to be in the gym and continue to work on his game. That's how championships are born, man. I'm not saying everybody has the same. Some people are just gifted and don't have to be in the gym all the time, but it's really nice to know that, these guys on this team, we have a certain level of character, a certain level of guys who want to get it done. We already know Brunson wants to get it done. We've seen Josh Hart give up everything to help this team. Dante seems like he's got that same vibe. It's a Villanova thing, I guess. And then we find out Bridges is a gym rat. We already know Julius Randle's a gym rat. Say what you will about him, but dude stays in the gym. His body shows it, and his we've heard the stories of what he picked up from Kobe, learning how to go to different arenas on the road and find gyms to work out, work out in. Like, I like this Knicks team, man. This Knicks team is great as far as what I like. Others may feel a different way, but that's how I feel. So apparently, Jalen Brunson was the one who kind of spilt the beans on that. It's not really nothing, spilt the beans, but I'm saying he was the one who brought that to light. He was the one who said that, Mikal Bridges is addicted to the gym. Once again, at the Fanatics Fest in New York City, he was talking about Mikal, and he brought up a story. He's like, that man got off the plane from London last night. This was August 16th. And then he was in the gym this morning, August 17th, bright and early. He said that's everything you should know about him. His work ethic continues, Brunson outlined, and seamlessly blends into New York scheme on both ends of the floor, which every indicator suggests that he will. And the other thing too is apparently around the league, people already know that Mikal Bridges is one of those that works in the gym. He's got a high motor and is always working on his game. So I ask you guys, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like, if he already had that type of style and mentality, right? If that was already his work ethic, do you think that with the Knicks, he'll be that much better with our system, with our coaching staff, with Tom Thibodeau, in his ear, making whatever he's worked on go to the next level? Because you already know he's got the work ethic. You already know he's got a high motor. And Tibbs loves those type of guys. You also know he has not missed a game since he's been in the NBA, I believe. I mean, we know he plays every season, but I don't think he's missed a game since he's been in the NBA, which is crazy, right? So how do you guys feel about Mikal Bridges and how good he can actually be with this New York Knicks team, knowing how hard he works? And, like I said, Tom Thibodeau must be salivating knowing this guy's on the team. What do you guys think about Mikal? Where was we? Let's see. Craig. Prezi says, also for people who say Sims needs to cut his hair, he's also sporting braids. Facts. Rebrand is in full effect. I hear you. The walls of Jericho will have a breakout year. I hear you, Sporting Page. Kid Funkadelic said, Michael Ray, good scorer, assist man, elite defender. He was all arms and legs. Could have been one of the elite point guards if he left the nose candy alone. His quote, the ship be sinking. I like that. Kerry Cox said, nah, Jericho's hair is his strength, like Samson. Oh, man. SNYK podcast in the building. State of the New York Knicks. What up, State? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Yes, sir. Yes, he is. I know. Randall lives in the gym. Right. That's one of those things. That's very good. I brought that up on Saturday, I think, when we were talking about small lineups, Sporting Page. He said the Sporting Page says he better be addicted to rebounding this year because something he was allergic to in years past. Overall, a tremendous talent, of course. Yeah, that's the one thing about Mikal Bridges. If you look at his game, he's not a high-level assist guy, but he can get his assist when he wants to, right? We know he can score if in certain moments we've seen him drop 30s, and be like that type of scorer, especially when he went to Brooklyn. Not that that's really his game. I think he's not really there. I think he's more of a, somewhere in between 15 and 20, on a given night. And then defensively, we know he can do everything on the court defensively. But rebounding has always been his Achilles heel. He is just not a strong rebounder. I don't know what it is. But he's just not that guy. Hopefully, you can, listen, if there's a team to learn how to be a better rebounder, it's this Knicks team. We got a lot of guys at different positions, at different heights that rebound the ball pretty well. Let me see here. So Craig says Brunson 25 to 26 points per game, Randall 22 to 24, Bridges 17 to 20, OG 14 to 17, Mitch 8 to 10, Dante 10 to 16, Hart 8 to 12 points per game, Deuce 6 to 10, Precious 5 to 8, and Tyler DNP. But that's who you think is how it's going to rock. Listen, I mean, if that's what the Knicks can do on a given night, that should give them good chances to win basketball games. Yeah. Yeah, I would say they have good chances to win basketball games with that. When you add those numbers up, especially let's not forget the defense that they'll be playing. I think they'll be in good shape. Knicks will be 2025-26 champs in the building. What's good? He said, "What's good, people? Appreciate you, bro. Hope you're doing well." The Sporting Page says the Sporting Page respects Mikal Bridges' work ethic while also understanding he checked into a game for 4 seconds once to keep his streak alive. My apologies for the comment. I mean, listen, guys, listen. We've seen worse, right? We've seen guys do crazy stuff for stats, right? But I mean, I'm not going to knock Mikal Bridges for never missing a basketball game in his NBA career and checking in for 4 seconds just to keep that streak alive. Do you know what it is to never miss a basketball game? In a season, it's remarkable with all the injuries, getting banged up, and all the things you go through. Could you imagine multiple seasons, let alone a career up to this point? I mean, come on, man. We got to give this guy a little slack. Cut him a break. It goes in for 4 seconds just to keep that going. Who's going to be mad at that? I think everybody around the league is like, yo, man. Because we've seen Ironmans and other sports like Kyle Ripken Jr., get a little nagging injury. And this guy played so many games consecutively, and to lose that streak, it happens. But I'm just saying, I hear you, though, Sporting Page. It's a little Bush League, but I can rock with that. I can deal with that. But there's certain things I can't deal with. I watched J.R. Smith shoot on the opponent side of the court and miss to grab the rebound to get his triple-double or whatever. This guy's crazy. That was wild. When you do stuff like that, that's another level. Well, J.R. was always special. Yeah, smash that like button. Thank you, L. Appreciate you. Let me see. Kerry says Kolek is the 15th man on this team. Well, not according to Tom Thibodeau. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Okay. Y'all are talking amongst yourselves. Okay. All right. JJ said Bridges got to up his efficiency from last year. I think he will not being a first option anymore. Yeah, no, I think so. That's another thing that I think is going to happen that we're all going to notice. I think Mikal Bridges' efficiency is going to go up because he's not the number one option here, right? He's not going to get as many touches, but more importantly, he's not going to be asked to score in the same situations the way he was with Brooklyn. Like, we got other guys for that. He'll fit in where he fits in. And I think that's going to help his efficiency. You know who else it's going to benefit? Julius Randle. I think Julius Randle's efficiency is going to go up. I think his point total may go down, but I think he's going to pass the ball a little bit more. I think his rebounds will stay where they're at, but I think his scoring efficiency is going to go up a little bit because he'll take less bad shots. He won't have to force the issue as much because we don't have somebody else who can score outside of Brunson. I think the best thing that happened to certain players like Hart and DiVincenzo was guys not being available because they got to work on their game and really elevate their game and feel more confident. So you got those guys off the bench. Then you got OG. Then you got Mikal. Like there's a lot of different weapons, people who can score the basketball, take pressure off of Brunson, and allow Randall not to feel like he's got to force the issue. He can just play his game and pick his spots. And if he's got the hot hand, he's got the hot hand, but he don't have to force it every night. And I think that's going to benefit the Knicks team tremendously. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the versatility defensively and offensively with this New York Knicks team. And I'm hoping that we can figure out ways to continue to rebound at a high level. Because let me tell you something. We did lose a very strong rebounder in iHeart. You know, sometimes he had moments where he didn't always have it popping, but for the most part, he's a very strong rebounder. So, I don't know if we've made up for that yet. We've saw the Knicks team, sometimes, they couldn't get a rebound without Josh Hart and without Mitchell Robinson. The rebounds was slim pickings, and then when we didn't have Mitch, it was just Josh Hart and oh no, we didn't have Randall at a point too. So it was just Josh Hart and freaking Hartenstein. So yeah, I mean, some nights we did good rebounding, some nights we didn't, but we were always right there. Always right there. I like that. Tom Thibodeau sees everyone on the roster as a 15th man. It's a part of his strength. I like that sporting page. I don't know, Kerry. This is the one. I don't know how Kolek or Campaign are going to play, period. But I don't know, bro. I think Kolek might get the nod over Payne. I think, but it's all depends on practice, bro. Once again, there won't be a lot of practices because that's how the NBA is structured. No more. There's no more a lot of time in between games. The season schedules bang, bang, bang. You know what I mean? You don't got a lot of time in between, so teams don't get a lot of full practices, so they can really work on things and people can really shine. But Kolek is going to have to step up and play well in practice, and if he does that, he's playing ahead of Campaign, in my opinion. Just by, his style of play and what he can do on the basketball court and what Tom Thibodeau feels about him. If Kolek gets busy in practice, he's playing over Campaign. Kid Funkadelic 77 said, look at the championship Knicks teams from 69 to 73. 7 players averaged double figures for a season. Any one of 6 players could be the high scorer. I think that's what this Knicks team looks like right now. I mean, high scorer, I don't know if that many people can be the high scorer, but I definitely think we can have games where we got a lot of guys with double figures, right? Because we're talking Brunson, Randall, Mikal, OG, Hart, Dante, and then that's 6 right there. And I would say I'll stay at 6, right? Because they'll get the playing time. It's a wild card with Deuce. Deuce can easily give you 10 points, but Deuce needs to play the minutes to be able to get the opportunities to get 10 points. So I'm going to say 6. I think we got 6. Yes. And that's another thing. Sometimes money talks, but I will say this, guys. We always thought money talks in the NBA, but we saw Tom Thibodeau disprove that. You know what I mean? He sat an $18 million man in, or $19 million at one point, in Evan Fournier. And, the NBA in years past, you would never have somebody collecting a $19 million check sitting on the bench healthy and not play. It would never happen. But Tom Thibodeau definitely showed us how it looks. So, yeah. So you never know, man. I agree with that, David Smith. Listen, I've said this already, guys. Both things can be true. The New York Knicks are going to miss Isaiah Hartenstein this year. I don't care what nobody says. You're going to see there's going to be nights you're like, man, I wish we had Hartenstein. But that doesn't mean the Knicks can't win and can't be a good team in the league and then can't add some other type of center and make it all the way to the finals. I'm just telling you, there's going to be moments in this league where you're like, man, we need Hartenstein. or Hartenstein would have been great for this because we're missing this. The ball's not moving. Man, we had Hartenstein, it'd be moving a little better. Stuff like that. And Hartenstein had another thing too. Hartenstein had a good motor, guys. Say what you will. The guy got hurt. He played hurt for most of the season with that sore Achilles thing, but he had a really good motor. I mean, he would jump in grabbing rebounds from way out. Like he just, whatever. We got to move on. Coach says the narrative of fans that Deuce is the backup point guard needs to stop. It's got to be. Yeah, yeah. Deuce, like we talked about before, Deuce may get the like if you had to give more minutes to one guy between Kolek and Deuce may get the more minutes, but that doesn't mean Deuce is going to be the backup point guard. Deuce will play that off guard role, I believe, unless they have to put him there, but that's not ideal. I don't think that's what they really want. Yeah. So Prezi says Buddy Mitch, Randall, OG, Bridges, Brunson, Big Ragu, Hart, Deuce, Precious, Sims, Payne, Bates Diop, Thaddeus, Kolek, Huck Porty, McCullough, and Toppin. One slot left. Are you saying Ryan Arcidiacono? Just joking. I don't know about Ryan joining this team, man. But if they have to fill the slot, I could see them doing like the one thing about Ryan is you can't be mad at it because they will put Ryan on this team. And then when it's time to make a move, they will trade Ryan. So, it's not a big deal. Whether he's the 15 man or not, it don't hurt the Knicks because if they got to move him, they'll move him. They've done it already a couple times, right? So I think definitely once. Maybe the other time they just let him go. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, I don't know about that, but I will say you are correct in the fact that he's a rookie, and if he's not playing well, he's not going to play. That's true. Cam is situational. Agreed on that. McBride is the second PG. I don't know about that one. I got to see it first, bro, because Kerry, all this stuff I'm hearing about Tom Thibodeau and how he likes Tyler Kolek and the fact that they gave him $6 million. I got to see what's going on with this first before I just assume that McBride is the second point guard. I'm not saying he won't get the minutes ahead of Kolek. I just don't know about it being at the point guard position. We got to see. Shout out to Stream Elements. Appreciate you for letting me know what's going on. Thanks for subscribing, Curtis Phillips. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here and rocking. Definitely, loved having you as a subscriber. Hopefully you enjoy the content. And please smash that like button if you haven't already done so. Shout out to everybody tuned in on X or Facebook. Appreciate you guys. We'll see, Sherwin. Listen, I am normally all about Thibodeau being a creature of habit, and what I've seen work and what I've seen, Deuce do, he should be rewarded. And I think he will get the lion's share of stuff. But I'm telling you, if Tyler Kolek looks good in practice, Tibbs is going to find a way to put Tyler Kolek in the game somehow. Here and there, not all the time, not every night. I'm just telling you, they're going to give that young man a shot if he looks good in practice. If he's out there doing his thing in practice, they're going to give that man a shot. Don't know how much minutes or when. Just telling you. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I agree. I know who he's a creature of habit. Tibbs will always do what you think he's going to do. But he might surprise us. Okay. That could happen. It could happen. Knicks will be 2025-26 champs. Tyler Kolek will be traded along with the Pistons' protected pick for Durant. It could happen. You never know. There's a possibility. Sherwin said, Ron, let's do the math. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We'll see what's about to happen here. Coach says since OG trade, Knicks number 2 in the league in offensive efficiency at 120 plus. With Brunson off the floor, we are 102, worse than the league. That's a stat. Kerry says, I see too many needs before getting in the game. NBA strength and speed will keep Kolek on the bench. Maybe. Sherwood says there is only 240 minutes in the NBA game. The starters will play 170 minutes. Dante and Hart will play 50 minutes. Where is the Rook time coming from? Well, remember, the only thing that you haven't accounted for there is Tibbs throwing you a curveball and playing small lineups, like super small lineups with not only the starters, maybe he does it with the bench. Maybe at some points he does small lineups depending on the matchup. Or let's not forget, the Knicks are in a situation where there is going to be moments where they might be blowing teams out. You know what I mean? When you play strong defense and you can score the basketball, and on any given night, some of these guys get really hot. You've already seen Dante been on fuego. Brunson could get on fire. Even Julius has his moments when he's on fire. If Knicks get a couple of those nights, we're talking blowout city. You're going to see Kolek, right? Or it could be moments where guys get into foul trouble. Anything can happen. You're playing certain matchups. You may need Kolek, possibly. Or it could be a situation where guys just don't have it. Maybe Deuce goes out there and he can't buy a basket and he's missing his assignments on defense. Just one of those rare nights. Tibbs might say, give Kolek a little shot, see if he can make something happen. You just never know. But I hear you. All of this, really, when I talk about this, guys, this is all hypotheticals. Because when it comes down to it, they're going to have to find minutes for Deuce as well. It's not just Kolek, Payne, these guys that are situational. Deuce is another one who deserves to get minutes, but doesn't mean there's a lot of minutes for him. So I get all that. This is all hypothetical stuff. This is if things happen, if things open up, if scenarios present themselves, I could see how Kolek gets some burn. That's all. Right. So, I mean, that's a scenario. Knicks will be 2025-26 champs. Says, I don't see any scenario where Kolek plays unless they're winning by 20 plus. I mean, things can happen. Like I said, foul trouble, blowouts, rest days. Brunson may never get a rest day, but that doesn't mean Deuce wouldn't get a rest day. Deuce just had surgery, by the way, guys, on his I think it's his ankle. And he should be good to go, but I don't know if he's going to be good to go right out the gate, but he should be good to go. But he did have surgery. You know what I mean? And anything could happen with that. Maybe there's some soreness, some tightness or whatever. He just can't go. On a night like that, you can look down the bench and go to Kolek or to Campaign. Pinky toe. Okay, that's what it is. Thank you, Prezi. Yeah, that should be. But I will tell you, don't be surprised, guys. Toes are kind of difficult. You got to plant. And if your toe ain't feeling right, you'd be surprised how it can affect you. But I think a pinky toe, he might be good enough to get by because he could press on his big toe and the upper toes and stay off the pinky. So he might be good either way. So scratch that. Deuce might be fine with the surgery concerns. I don't think that'll be an issue. Okay. All right. Deuce 10 minutes, maybe. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It's all going to be, listen, it's a good problem to have, guys. Let's just be thankful that our Knicks are in this type of situation. Look at what we're talking about, guys. Look at what we're talking about. How are they going to get minutes for these guys? Oh, I don't think these guys are going to play. There's not enough minutes to go around. Look at who we got. These guys, the starters are going to get these many minutes. And you can feel confident that we got good players in these positions. Think of how far we have come, guys. Think of how far we have come. Unbelievable. We are cooking. The stove is on, ladies and gentlemen. We are cooking. It's unbelievable. I love it. All right. So I think that's about it, guys. I think we talked about enough for tonight. I think these Knicks are in a situation where we're gonna feel good about what they got going on. I think we should be happy that the different things that are happening with this Knicks is positive. It's all really positive stuff. The only negative is a what if, right? And the what if is if Mitch is in a situation where he gets hurt. What if, stuff like that. But other than that, we're in a really good spot. And I know that, we already talked about it Saturday. We talked a lot about Julius Randle and the pressure and that he may be under and the signing the contract and should they trade him and what we can expect. And I think we kind of exhausted that. I think we talked enough about Julius. I feel really good about him. I think this Knick team is in a position to make a lot of noise this year, and I think Julius is going to be a big part of it. And I'm hoping he comes out the gate firing on all cylinders. I mean, I did see he got cooked by that little kid at his basketball camp, but nah, I'm just joking. That was funny. But yeah, man, I think we're good. I think we're good, man. This is great. This is a fantastic time. We are only what's the let me see the first. October 22nd. Guys, I mean, right around the corner, man. Less than 40 days away from preseason basketball for the New York Knicks. It's right around the corner, man. Time flies. And before you know it, we are going to be back rooting for our team. I can't wait. I'm so excited, man. I'm with you, Coach. I can't wait. I'm like, man, I need to see something. See some basketball already. You know what I mean? But the good thing is at least we get football, right? At least we get football to kind of break in between and get us going with, I'm a Giant fan and my Giants, I don't know what to expect, man. So I don't know. It's like we just can't get everything the way we need it to be. The Giants can have one of the best defenses in the league, but their secondary is suspect. Can't win. Sheesh. It's going to be all right, folks. It's going to be all right. Jay Boogie says, shout out to you, Jay Boogie. Appreciate you. Said, what she tell Eddie Murphy in Harlem Nights? You shot me in the pinky toe. Facts. Oh, and Knicks 2025-26 champ says Knicks will be 66-16 this season. Book it. Wow. Hey, if that happens, man, that'd be great. But wow. Okay, we'll see what happens, man. I like it. Worst case, a 60-piece nugget pack. Yeah, either way. I mean, I definitely think the Knicks are going to win 55, and then anything after that is gravy. So I'm booking them for 55, right? But I think they could get up to 60, but I don't really care if they do. If they win more than 55 games, I'm happy. I think that I could really legitimately see them around 58, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Either way, man, I'll be very happy, man. Hey, Stacks Man's Ado. What is that? Stacks Man's Ado or Stacks Man's Ado? Got it. Stacks Man's Ado. Salute. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Listen, please smash that like button on your way in and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Before we get out of here, let me just say I want to thank everybody for tuning in, supporting the show, and being here. I can't tell you how much it means. We definitely appreciate it. And also I want to say thank you guys for helping us, kind of, get to where our goals are. We're trying, man. We are currently on the road to 3K. We just need, a little bit more love, man. A little bit more love. We are right now at 2,889 subscribers, y'all. So thank y'all for all your support on the road to 5K by the end of the year. But we're hoping to get to 3K before the preseason starts. So, you know what I mean? Before the preseason starts, if we can get to 3K, that would be great. We're talking only 111 subscribers away, y'all. We getting closer. So tell all your peoples, Still Nick Fans is on the airways. We are here not only to give you content, but also to hear what you got to say. Saturdays on Know the Ledge is definitely a time where you can jump on the open panel and voice your opinion about this New York Knicks squad. And then, of course, once we get back into the swing of things in September, sometime around there, right before the season starts, we'll get back into our regularly scheduled programming. We'll start using the thing we normally use on Monday nights or whatever day we choose to do the show. We'll start taking phone calls again and getting to hear from you guys. So stay tuned, man. We'll get back to it. And plus, there's going to be some new things we do on the shows as well, both shows. So just stay tuned. New season always means new things. So I can't wait. Like I said, it's nothing better than to be able to put on content and enjoy it with you guys, and then enjoy the fact that our team is good, y'all. We got a good Knick team. I can't wait. I can't wait. Kerry says 55 to 58 games is possible. East is tough, though. Yes, that's correct. Stack says Knicks, Jets, Yankees, 3 parades. Wow. I mean, good luck to you on that one. I mean, the Knicks, I'm with you. The Yankees, I mean, I don't know. I could care, either way. I'll be there because I work around there. It is what it is. But the Jets, wow. I mean, listen, if they can make magic happen, look, if Aaron Rodgers comes out and he's the Aaron Rodgers you kind of remember, at least 85% of that, Jets will be all right. They definitely got a solid defense, and they got some offensive weapons. And with Aaron Rodgers, they can make some noise. We'll see. Yeah, Kerry, I know they need a quarterback. It is what it is. I'm done with the Daniel Jones train. I gave him enough. I shot him mad bail, yo. It's over. It's over. Sorry, DJ. Andio says, great show, Ron. Peace, love, and blessings to us all. Appreciate you, my brother, and always peace, love, and blessings to you, my guy. Sherwin says, Vegas have Knicks as 52.5. They are off their rockers. Put 1K on over. Yeah, I'm with you on that, bro. But listen, even that, guys, even that. Imagine the Vegas has the Knicks at 52.5 wins. Vegas also has the Knicks as a top 4 team in the NBA, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But the other thing, too, is remember, look, we're only a couple years away from people saying we were going to win 26 games. We were going to win 32 games. We were going to win 35 or 36 games. Like, imagine that. Now we're booked to possibly win 52 and a half games. Huh. Yeah, times are changing. Knicks will be 2025-26 champ. Says New York will be on a pace to win 70 up until March. I hear you. The schedule gets a little interesting. I hear you. Okay, look, let me tell you something, man. It ain't that easy to win that many games, but I will say it has happened. It has happened, so we'll see. And honestly, I don't really care about all those wins. I just want the Knicks to win it all. We saw Phoenix. I think Phoenix had one season where they won, 66 games, I think, or 67, 66 around there. I think it was 66 or 67. And we saw how that turned out for them. So if you tell me the Knicks can win 6 or 8 less games, but win a championship or at least make it to the finals, I'll take it. So, but we'll see what happens, man. Anyway, guys, once again, thank you for being here and rocking with me. This has been a great show. Appreciate you all. And as I always say, tell a friend who tells a friend who tells another friend. Still Knick fans, we'll be back again, whether it be on Monday nights at 9 p.m. for SKF Weekly or on Saturdays at 11:30 a.m. for Know the Ledge, where I talk you guys off the ledge. and just continue to support and rock with me, man. And then rock with us when we get our full trifecta of people, when John and Jose are here and we rock out on our Mondays. Please continue to support us. And we can't say enough how much it means that you guys are here rocking with us. So let's go Knicks, man. Appreciate you guys. Right. Not too long ago, we were talking prospects by Christmas. That's a fact. Speaking of Christmas, Jay Boogie, I don't know if you're still there, man. You got to let me know. You might have to holler at me. You know, are you gonna be, performing? We back on Christmas at 12 on Christmas Day at the Garden or what? I need to know. We play the Spurs Christmas Day at 12 a.m. at the Garden. I need to know if Jay Boogie's gonna be performing. We back on Christmas. Let me know, brother. All right, y'all. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you like the content, if you're not subscribed. And please tell all your peoples, man. We need to start growing these numbers. We are trying to get to 3K before the first preseason game. We're trying to get to 5K by the end of the season. We are at 2889 right now. And let me just double check and see if there's any movement, because numbers might have changed. Give y'all guys the most accurate information. Hey, we picked up a couple. We at 2891 now. Let's go. Appreciate you guys, man. So, like I said, continue to share the program with your peoples, man. If they like basketball talk, if they like Knick talk, we definitely would appreciate it and enjoy having all you guys here supporting us. We might shock the world this year, y'all. So let's do it together. You know what I mean? Let's enjoy this run. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Take care. Y'all have a great rest of your night. And you know what? No matter what, I always say, there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows, there's going to be goods, there's going to be bads, there's going to be moments where the Knicks win games, they're going to lose games, they're going to go on streaks that are positive, they're going to be streaks that are negative. Injuries, all that stuff. But through it all, we are still Knicks fans. I'm out of here. Later, y'all.
Freedom over fame. Freedom over cycle stays the same.